Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Fresno State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. After missing that 46-yard field goal attempt, they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 29. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. To get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They're trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the return, it's Castro. Touchdown, West Virginia! The special teams with a special moment. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up.
Running toward the tape. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll try it over the left side. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a block. It's Castro. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now,
got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he tacks on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the winners of 9 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
You you know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They get him down after he makes the catch. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the... Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break.
And the pass hits, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. A first down for the offense. Pulls it, fired, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tanner. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He fires one deep over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Fires on the move. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 2nd down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking downfield, it's Farmer. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying to get to it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go turn inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw, it's Farmer. Dumps it off in the flats. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Castro. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me. Have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're on. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Morgantown, West Virginia, almost heaven, and home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. This fan base is fired up. They've been getting ready for this game since early this morning. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the number 1 team in the land. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.